That we're not allowed past barricades on in most parts.
I will have to refer that to Colonel Kelly.
Where is Colonel Kelly? Because we've been harassed by state police.
Yes, sir.
Can we get a ruling on that from Colonel Kelly?
Well, I'll ask, yes, if you'll appoint a pool group of 2 representatives among you and see me in 5 minutes, I'll arrange for you to see Colonel Kelly.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Chris, gentlemen, thank you.
Just come up with it.
They completed their search?
Let's get on the phone.
Strictly the front door was 2 keys. 2 locks on the same door.
All right, Mark?
These are,
Nobody hurt?
no. One of your jeeps will come in with tags in about 5 minutes ago. A couple of jeeps with men in. And they're going to put men out soon. Fresh men. And all the jeeps will have local police and drivers.
Yeah, what we're going to do is replace this line, start with another one up at Clinton Avenue.
Okay. So you didn't want them all at once. So that's good.
This is what we're working on now. And
Okay. Well, the major's working on that, ain't he? All right. I'll call.
How many men in that car?
Where'd you come in from? From the south end of it? Yeah.
There's a few groups of young fellas standing around.
Colonel don't want us to go in any further though. We're just going to seal the whole area off. That's what we're working on now.
Yeah, about 2 blocks up, I would
Yeah.
say, is where
Well, that's what we had to start from here, going after the one that got killed last night.
Look like a bomb back there.
Headquarters on a signal warrant from Muhlenberg.
All of these posts, check these guys.
At daybreak today, they were calling Plainfield, New Jersey, Little Newark, because during the night, this small community 18 miles southwest of Newark was also hit by a spree of racial violence. The evidence today was everywhere along the streets in a 14-block area. In the aftermath, the looted stores with their shadowed display windows, burned out shops, and charred automobiles. It's not clear if the violence here was directly related to the trouble at Newark or not. In fact, city leaders here didn't consider rumblings in the Negro area too seriously until they exploded last night into looting, burning, and sniper fire. Today's job was to prevent a repetition of the trouble. Roadblocks were established. State police and National Guard troops called in to beef up the small city force. And the search began for weapons in the riot area. Witnesses coming out of the section told of seeing large amounts of weapons in the hands of the rioters. In the search today, all the weapons were seized, even small knives. In the aftermath, the streets were blocked, the stores looted, the windows, that's all we need was on.